Alrighty. Good morning, folks. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. My name is Bojan Petreski. Today is October 5th, 2021. We'll be doing the 3D market commentary with me today. The disclaimer is here for your use, your protection. Please make sure to read it, understand it, and we'll be getting started in just a sec here. I just want to double check that everything is looking okay here. I think it's fine, but there we go. Yep, we're all good. Alrighty. Without much further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So on the left side here, you have the 3D approach that we're showcasing in our 3D market commentary. We do call it a 3D because we are looking at three dimensions. We're looking at the market climate, buy and sell UFOs, and market volatility. Market climate showcases the upcoming market direction, whether we should be looking for long or short opportunities. That's also shown here on the bottom of this TradingView chart. Let me just disable this. Buy and sell UFOs, the unfilled orders, which are responsible for the upcoming turning points, whether they're entries or exits, are showcased by the flying saucers here, not mistakenly named auto UFOs. That's our proprietary and patented technology that we utilize to give us those entry and exit points. And then, of course, market volatility, looking at these change speed, whether we should be increasing our risk or decreasing our risk, whether we should be taking more conservative targets or more, relaxed targets is what the volatility gives us. All right, so kind of following along with these two different three dimensions, we're going to go ahead and analyze the several markets here that we have. The S&P, crude oil, gold, the dollar index, and Bitcoin. All right, let's get started. So, first one on the list, the most liquid one out of all of them here, the S&P 500. We have, definitely pulled back, substantially from the all-time highs here at 49.50. We are currently in a down climate. It is confirmed. It's the fifth day down out of typically three. We have sell UFOs that recently formed here at 44.1075 to 44.72, and then of course another one up above it. The one below at 41.23 to 40.5550 is the first UFO at this area. Below current price, and then of course a more important one is also down there, 49.83 to 49.33, right below that critical 4,000 level. Based on the VIX, we're looking at 22.22% volatility, so elevated volatility for the day. 60 points expected for the day. Whether or not we'll hit them, we'll see, but that's the expectation. Okay, now as far as for the S&P, as I'm sure you've heard and seen, there's quite a bit of volatility happening in the markets. We're kind of pushing down, lower and lower in the S&P. We're just finding new lows, not pushing up the highs. The only thing that's gonna say that this is really a pullback rather than a correction is if we do make an all-time high, another new all-time high. But as of right now, that's not looking really, secured, mainly because, September and October are typically a little bit more volatile. Once we get into November and into that Santa rally, as it's commonly known, we may see another push up, but we're going to see if that's going to be the case this year. Now, if you're looking to educate yourself, if you're looking to expand your knowledge, whether it's with future stocks or forex, or back test and form trading plans and enhance your trading psychology, please look no further than this link here. You can go ahead and click on that. Any one of the courses come with a 3-month complimentary access to auto UFOs and auto climate, so you can browse and register for a course here, and this in itself makes the whole thing worth it. So check it out and let us know what you think. All right, our friend Crude Oil has no intention of stopping, it seems. as soon as we reverse from these, 60s, we've pushed up all the way to 78. I think it was 78, 67. A lot of people are calling it that it's going to be in the 80s soon. It is an up climate. It's the ninth day up out of typically seven. We do not have any sell UFOs. 76.67 to 73.14 is the buy UFO down here. Based on the OVX, 37% volatility. Right, crude is moving quite volatile, with quite the volatile force. Daily expected move $1.83 for crude oil. As of right now, crude oil is, was kind of, pushing down lower and lower, making these, lower, lower lows, lower highs. Didn't quite make a new low here, but definitely pushed all the way down here. This point right here was basically that crossing point where it said, okay, this is where we're going to rally from. Made a new high there. New high, and it's just kept on pushing higher and higher. We're looking at these auto UFOs as also snippets of, this climate expanding, and also on the bottom here, we've had a confirmation since this pullback here. All of this was unconfirmed until we had a confirmation down here as well. So basically, two different entry points that could have been given onto this climate to catch onto it. Obviously, not, didn't catch the beginning part of it, but definitely could have caught the pullback here to go to the upside. All right, let's go to the next topic here, which is the auto UFOs, right? Our auto UFOs are the ones that give us these entry points and exit points. They're available for TradingView, TradeStation, and MetaTrader, and they already come pre-installed with top. So definitely check it out. Use this link here. You can do a monthly or a yearly subscription. All right, now looking at gold next. All right, so gold has pulled back from that, battle line, the battle UFO, 18044 to 18666. It is unconfirmed. It has pulled back, and basically was going for, to test out this area down here where we had this substantial sell-off, but then a decent pullback up. It did test into that UFO again, failed again, made new lows, made new lower lows, lower highs, and so on. So here we are kind of in the middle of it right now at 70.61.9. The buy UFO down below 16.52.8 to 16.24.4 based on GVZ 16.77%. Daily expected move of $18. Looks like it's already been touched even this early in the day, which, it actually opened about 8 minutes ago. Okay. So that's that for gold. As I said, it did come off of this area here, pushed up against it, tried again into it, failed, and then has since then been making these lower highs. Now, are we expecting, if we see a deeper pullback down, then we'll see like a, basically an extension to this move down. If it tests it again, it may be the point that finally, breaks through this area and moves on higher. We're going to see. There's a lot of volatility in the markets right now. Now, if you need coaching or support, you can, we do have daily live trading sessions that are compatible with every time zone. However, you can also sign up for all asset advanced coaching, and you can do monthly, yearly, or all-inclusive memberships. So this is something that is, available to everyone. You could sign up to get an all-inclusive membership and get one-on-one sessions with any one of our instructors here on the channel. All right, let's look at the dollar next. So let's see what's going on with the dollar. We are in an up climate that is confirmed. It's the 13th day up out of typically 5. Obviously, we're pulling back a little bit right now. And we formed a sell UFO here at 94.120 to 94.520. And then the buy UFO down here, 93,495 to 93,195. Based on EVZ, 5.43% volatility, daily expected move of 0.32. Um, the dollar, again, very similar to kind of like how crude oil was moving, except we're having a pullback here. It finally broke through these highs here. It was kind of a little bit in a range for a while, and then we had this breakout here. You know, uh, pulled all the way down to the bottom of that range, all the way up, and then finally broke through and made a new high. Not only did it make a new high, but the following day it just shot straight up. So interesting to see that on the dollar showing strength. Um, and that's that for that. As we said, we're coming off of a UFO right here and have a UFO down below, so it's in between UFOs here. Okay, now if you don't want to read this overview in your inbox, if you want to join us, myself and my colleague Becky, for this overview, you can click this link here. It'll take you to our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe to that channel and hit that notification icon, the bell icon, so you can get notified every time we go live. All right. Last but definitely not least is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has had a very parabolic move these past few days. It's finally touching on that critical 50,000 level. Um, Looking at Bitcoin, I mean, it obviously the high here of Bitcoin uh, was 53,102. Yeah, so it came as high as 53,085. Right? So that's the high, the previous high that it's trying to challenge right now. But as soon as it challenges that high, we have 54,500 to 57,975. We have a pretty significant UFO there that also has a gap, right? So this is, kind of a double whammy here. Even as soon as it pushes above um, 52.8, it has quite a bit of sellers there still waiting to either sell their orders or go short. So we're going to see how it's going to happen. But as of right now, third day up um, for Bitcoin, 97% volatility, 32,820 to 31,615 for the UFO down below here. I was kind of surprised that we didn't get a UFO located somewhere here at the origin of this move. But again, the algo is definitely smarter than most of us traders, so it's gonna detect what it needs to detect and then give us the auto UFO. All right, now if you're interested in any of the topics we just covered here today, please feel free to let us know if you have any questions about them. You can schedule a clarification call. Anything when it comes to the courses, the apps, coaching, or memberships. You can schedule a call with a real live person who's gonna, go over the phone with you of any other questions you may have. Okay. As far as news for today, we have ISM services, a speech by the ECB, rate statement for the New Zealand dollar, couple of holidays looks like in both China and Europe. Wednesday, we have retail sales in Europe, ADP employment change in the US, Bank of Canada speech, and then, of course, the big one there, non farm payrolls. Okay, and then, of course, unemployment rate and net change in employment in CAD. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I will catch you soon for the futures trading session. Thank you so much. Catch you later.